I'm Brandon.
Lee.
This is Lee. We were putting together our first video from our very first scouting trip of the content that we're going to start creating. The brand that we're going to use, or the name we're going to use right now, is Raptor Vision Media. We kind of came up with that yesterday, didn't we? Today, yesterday, I can't remember. But anyways, this is all moving pretty quick. Seeing as I just got my drone just a little bit ago. So anyways, we were editing the first video. We realized that we need to do some sort of intro talking video because we offered commentary on the video when we produced it with nothing up front. So we just wanted to say, hey, this is our first video. Got some pretty cool content. Right, Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Got some great initial content. Yeah, just looking forward to bringing original content to you guys.
Man, it's gonna be cool. We watched it. I don't know. We don't really see a lot of stuff like we're about to be offering to you. So, man, hopefully it all pays off. And this is our intro, episode 1, Raptor Vision Media. Love it. Here we go. Deer scouting. Y'all enjoy. All right, man. What's up, guys? It's Brandon and Lee back. Today we bring Jake. Fixing to do a little public land scouting. What is it? The 15th of June? 14th? Give me a date. Oh no, it's 7 o'clock.
July 15th.
July 15th. Yeah, all right, there we go. It's early in the morning. It's 7 o'clock, and we're gonna try to beat the heat. So, anyways, we're gonna go. We got about what, a mile and a half in, something like that. Pretty close. We got a camera back there. We're gonna check.
Pre-work, workout.
Yeah, staying in shape.
Wednesday.
Yeah, staying in shape. Find out some latest intel. We'll go back here over a swamp. We found a nice bed back there, what, a month ago or so. So, you know, we got the drone flying. Hear it up there somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. There it is. So anyways, we're going to do our drone scouting techniques and try to see what happens, see what shakes, man. We'll check back in with y'all back in the back of the holler there.
Let's get a camera.
Yeah. Doing here is flying over the top of these pine trees, trying to see down in the canopy. This is the first time we've done this really in a pine canopy type setting this thick, I think. Yep. Right?
These are 20, 25-year-old planted pines in their final growth, where after the last cutting you get a lot of sweet gum, briar, all types of native vegetation and non-native vegetation comes up under the telephone pole pines that they are leaving for the last harvest before they harvest all the pines. And deer, it is just a buffet of different summer vegetation that deer will feed on, and we're trying to use the drone hopefully to sneak into these places and find how these deer are bedding, how they're using it, find out what we can and can't do without wrecking the drone. We're brand new at this.
Yeah, let's make no bones about that. We are not like drone veterans. I think I've had this drone for like a month, and we've only been doing this for less than that. So
we just both instantly saw the opportunity that could come from this. As far as scouting goes, I mean, it's just your MRI, most recent information.
Always.
That's what you're going to be getting every time you launch the drone. We're going to focus primarily on preseason scouting, just going into spots that we have hunted for a few years, but just never have had the opportunity to have type of 4K technology with the drone. And so you can now go in and actually see the deer on the ground, see the deer grazing. We are just in our initial phases. We're trying to learn the habitat, learn what it's going to look like from a bird's eye view,
and the important part, I think, to go into where we've already been and been successful at is that's the quickest way to merge those two worlds. We're going to get to see real information that's going to tie things that we've always seen into full circle, I think. The quickest way versus going to like new ground and trying to be crazy with it. But either way, this is a brand new view of our world.
And we really, to me, the best information we're going to be able to gather is going to be post-season, January, February, after deer season's over, the canopy's clean. You're going to be able to travel just miles with this drone and be able to spot the deer in the trees, in their native environment, around where they are living during the day.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about this whole thing is like we're starting out the most like rigorous thing we're going to go after in the outdoor world in the hardest time to do it. We're starting out middle of summer, the most vegetation the woods will have on it all year, and we're still going to try to launch a drone and get in there and try to find one. If we jump a deer and we jump one, then we'll see it on the editing floor. And another good point is we're not going to show you everything we find. You're going to see clips of what we see, but we're not going to show you every single trail. Sure. You want to see that stuff, man, do your homework, figure out where we're at, and go find us.
We do want to show the drone's capabilities. I mean, we don't want to, we're here to have fun. We're trying to use this as a tool to kill more mature deer, and we also think that other people are going to be interested in what we're doing. And so, it's just going to be a lot of fun to take this new technology on the hunting land that we've been hunting for years, and really learn a new perspective about the land that you're hunting and where the animals might be using it.
Yeah, our setup should be well tuned this year, I think.
Jake and Brandon, we've pretty much feel like we're at the end of where our competition's going to be coming from. Turns into hardwoods right here. It's been mostly loblolly pine up here. We've got a camera back in here on a ridge, and we're trying to get to a lot of topo in this area, and we're just trying to figure out where the heaviest trails are and how these deer might be using this topo to their advantage.
Jake, what do you think about it, bro?
Dude, I think we're gonna mess around and find some swamp donkeys back in here.
That's right.
Zoom in tight here. We're gonna be on this marsh right here, a couple 100 yards wide probably. We're gonna get down in tight to it, see if we can see anything.
You ready to fly that thing, brother?
Try, man. Damn eagle eye, the Raptor view. Put it up here. Uh-oh. Hear that? It's a turbo spool. Alright, now we're connected to GPS. Now let's go look at the swamp. What do you say, Lee? That ain't cool or nothing, is it?
A bunch of amateurs.
So there we go, man. We launched that thing through the canopy, and now we're flying into the most remote part of where we're looking at. Right. This is pretty much the farthest back away from kind of everything. It's the farthest back away from two different parking areas.
About 2 miles from the road, 1.5 miles from parking.
A known spot. People know this is there. It's not a secret.
And it gets some pressure in turkey season. It gets a little bit of duck pressure. Almost no bow hunting pressure. Now they open up the gates, and it gets rifle pressure. But during bow season, you'll be back here by yourself.
All right, so let's talk about right here. What's about to happen is we're about to go right next to the water, and we actually lose connection with the our controller when it gets down right here. This next shot, and so it's important to know when we're flying this stuff out of here. This is not line of sight. This is a 1/4 mile. 150 feet above this area where we launched from.
We were on a ridge completely out of sight of this marsh at the time.
Yeah, this is a 1/4 mile, 1/2 mile from where we were. But once we dropped down below the canopy level there was just too many trees to get a signal. It's just a physical barrier. There's not much you can do about it. So this is flying over the heart of it. This is the swamp. This is it. This is Lee. What'd you say about the Indians, man?
Yeah, I was telling him, I said, man, just think of the Indians that lived on this marsh right here for however many years, and they never got to see it like this. You know, they never got to see it like an eagle would see it.
Yeah.
And so just, you know, it's a cool feeling. This is going to be fun. You know, if we just imagine spotting a deer in February in a bed on some point in a marsh, and coming back that next September and shooting him 40, 50 yards from that bed. I mean, that's going to be fun.
It's going to be doing what everybody wants to do.
Yeah, we are pretty much hunting in saddles, and we are archery only. We're not taking rifles in here. We're just trying to find where these deer live.
There is a rifle hunt, and I did put in for the quota.
Yeah.
If I'm on here and I see a deer, I'm going to shoot it. You know,
Absolutely.
But we want to try to get our deer killed before the rifle hunt because they lay waste to everything on this WMA. This is another thing. I don't know that we're going to mention where we're hunting exactly. People that see this footage that know will know, but I'm not going to give you every single thing. You know, we're not going to just give you the keys to the doggone castle. Like, we're out here doing it. This is what we're looking at. So
yeah, we want to learn what the drone's capabilities are and share it with you as we learn it. And
speaking of capabilities, tell me when you see us.
Yeah,
this is coming in, landed.
Yeah, this is the drone coming in from the flight to the swamp, back into the canopy.
We're not 500 yards from the road, guys. We're in the middle of the woods, in the middle of the forest, as far back as we can go and launching this drone.
We're 1.5 miles.
This was a 3 mile trip for us. 2.8 miles or something. So almost 3 mile trip for us this day, walking. So I ain't really trying to hear. We ain't putting boots on the ground.
Yeah, we are.
This is the old road bed, guys, that we launched this thing off of that you can't even see. Coming in back in, you can't tell that's there. So combining our boots on the ground knowledge with this place, and with this footage, we're gonna be able to see kind of what we're all looking at on the ground and how it looks, and then we're gonna be able to take that knowledge of what it looks like in the drone, throw it up in the air anywhere, and translate that knowledge pretty quick, I think.
And the 4K technology is going to allow for things you can't even imagine. I was thinking the other day, I haven't even mentioned it to Brandon, but I've seen persimmon trees in November that have so much fruit in them that there is no question I'll be able to spot the fruit from the drone where they're orange, golf ball sized persimmons. You're going to be able to fly, public land. Our public we're hunting 30,000 acres. Well, you can just spend days, weeks out there flying the drone looking for stuff like that. And you want to talk about a hot spot, you find crab apples, persimmons, anything like that. You're going to be, another thing you can spot is mature white oaks in the canopy. The mature oaks, or just oaks in general, have large diameter horizontal branching in them. that's easily to easy to spot with the drone.
No.
And you guys know if you hunt a lot, you'll know that the larger oaks are going to produce the most acorns, have the most manure.
And let's just, I mean, we're not gonna, God, I don't know, we're not gonna chase deer down with our drone, right? We're not, this is not what this is about. This is not about going out and getting in a deer stand and trying to bust up a herd of deer and shoot one. This is, how can we enhance our scouting, the hunting we're doing? This is not easy hunting. This is not hill country. This is, I mean, you get into the foothills of the Appalachians right here, and it's steep in places. I mean, a mile walk here is going to do you some good. I mean, you're going to be up in some elevation, or up and over elevation. But, so putting boots on the ground is one way to do it, but if you can't, I mean, this is a definite improvement over just boots on the ground. Some people use cell cameras to put the cameras in there and see exactly where the deer are and get pictures sent right to their phone without making the trips. I mean, there's a lot of technology out there, and this is going to be something that we're going to lean on to zero in on these spots. We fully believe that even in summertime right now, we can find a deer in this bed, and that's the goal. As of right now, this is the first video. July 16th is when we're recording it. The trip was on the 15th. We fully believe right now, eventually, here before long, we're going to run up on a deer in its bed, and we're going to get to see exactly where it's like.
We're just grazing in its bedding area, up on its feet in its bedding area.
And because of the information we borrow from the other content creators, right? Dan Infault, we're big fans of. What's our other saddle guy's name?
We watched THP, John Eberhart.
Eberhart, those guys. The things that those guys have taught us to look for, right, we're not gonna go look for everything with the drone. We're gonna go find the places that we've learned from these other people who create this content, where these big deer are at. And so now we can go look at him. More than likely, we're gonna be able to go look at him without ever spooking him, without ever getting in his bed area. And I mean, I don't care how you cut. That's an advantage.
Yeah. Yes. No doubt, if I were in North Georgia, the habitat is very forested, very dense habitat. If you get up into agriculture area, up in the Midwest, Illinois, Iowa, Indiana, well, then you're looking at a lot of marshland. Well, marshland, if any of you guys follow Infalt, just with his marsh tactics, you can take that drone around all these island tips, little small isolated islands of oaks, everywhere like that, and get within a half a mile of the island and launch your drone, and you're going to be able to go up and judge that deer in January and February.
Yeah.
What he is, which one he's at. I mean, imagine if you had a bank, a library of, hey, I've got 10 shooter beds that I've got confirmed sightings of that shooter, and now you're going into next season ready to hunt those beds, marked, ready to stalk those beds. No question it's going to be a tool more utilized in the future than it currently is in e-scouting, no doubt about it.
Yeah, this is one of the biggest reasons we chose this content, as you're seeing it right now, is just how cool it is. I mean, we just haven't seen it from this perspective. We want to give a new perspective on the whole thing. So neither one of us are really interested in hauling camera gear into tree stands and video and kills. That's not really our goal. Our goal is to produce the scouting content, show you where we're at, and when we kill one, we will show you. We will give you the rundown in the woods after the shot. But that's just kind of where we're at right now. So this is going to be the content that we come to you guys with, is these big views of what we're looking at and talking kind of through it from here. In this instance, you're going to see the swamp. That's a focus of ours. The woods around it are a focus of ours. And by the flying that we did today or yesterday, we learned a lot about how it lays out, how the water runs, and if you pay enough attention to the footage there, if you stop it in a couple places, rewind it, you'll probably catch some pretty big trails, a couple different places there. But anyways, this is our content. This is episode 1. This is the beginning.
Yep. Look
So-
forward to shooting a lot of content to just learn each time out, and the sky's the limit, literally. You know, we're
Yeah.
gonna,
Man, I love it, man.
it's gonna be fun to see the leaf change, the leaf drop, just going out, different weekends with the drone and watching as the leaves turn and fall, and seeing what you can and can't see. Obviously, when it snows, we're in Georgia. If it snows, we're going to be pumped about
Yeah.
getting out and spotting deer and looking around. Just try to learn where these deer live during the day.
We will be
know,
in the air.
We know where they live at night.
That's right.
We know, they're easy to see around at night, but we want to know where they live during the day so we can kill them.
That's right. So, all right, man. Episode 1 in the books. Hope you guys like what you saw here.
Yep.
So, Brandon Lee, this is we don't even know what we're gonna call this thing yet. We tried to come up with a name earlier and failed, obviously. But anyways, this is us doing us, having fun, and we'll check in with you on the next one.
Later.
Peace.
Peace.